Is this the planet Earth or some distant alien planet? These trees seem impossibly huge. Here are the top 10 largest trees on planet Earth. Number 10. Tane Mohuta. Tane Mohuta is the name of a massive tree that holds great spiritual significance for the people living in the Waipua rainforest on the North Island of New Zealand, named after a Maori forest god. It is the largest known kauri tree in the world, standing just under 169 feet tall with a 62-foot girth. People come from far and wide to witness this rare species, which is endangered due to dieback disease and 19th century deforestation. Visitors to the forest are obliged to hose off their shoes and make sure there is no sole on their clothing before getting close, as this is an easily communicable rot. Additionally, a number of walkways have been built around it to prevent guests from inadvertently damaging the roots. Number 9. Centurion. Standing at over 327 feet tall, the Centurion, a eucalyptus region, is the tallest tree in Australia. It is located in southern Tasmania and is the world's largest flowering plant and hardwood tree. The tree gets its name from being the 100th noble tree discovered by Tasmania's Forestry Commission. It is only standing because of pure luck. Almost all the other trees in the original forest have either been cut down or destroyed by fire. Access to the tree is restricted to prevent accidental damage, and researchers believe it has a long way to go before it reaches its maximum potential height. The tree itself was damaged by fire in early 2019 and developed a new hollow in the base of its trunk, but for the time being it appears to have survived and is still growing. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe to Tech Cargo with notifications on. Number 8. Bhutan Cypress. The Bhutan Cypress, also called Kashmir cypress, is an evergreen conifer species that is native to Bhutan. It is a popular garden center tree that can reach heights of up to 50 feet in domestic settings, but under the right circumstances, it can reach up to 3 times this height. There is a current claim that one of these trees, which is growing in the Himalayas, can reach heights of up to 312 feet. But its location is unknown and this has not been verified. The tree has scale-like, blue-green leaves that are green in color, and they are getting harder to find because of the increased demand for cypress wood in the area. The national tree of Bhutan, the Bihara monasteries and Buddhist temples surrounding it have been erected for generations, and the trees hold great religious significance there as well. Number 7. Servim. At slightly under 300 feet high, Servim is the tallest monogam tree in the world and is a member of a group of similarly tall trees in the area known as the White Knights. The existence of the entire group is surprising because, prior to their discovery, the species was only thought to be relatively small. Originally, plans to cut them down in the 1930s and 1940s were made, but the logging company decided it would be too difficult to remove the wood from the area. A road was constructed to help remove them later in the 1970s. But since they were discovered to be so unusually tall, it was decided to save them, and a forest reserve was established nearby to stop any more attempts to fell them. Beautiful roots have since been added to the forest, so that hikers may witness the White Knights for themselves. A contentious boardwalk has been constructed around Servim to protect its roots from tourists, but some people think it looks like the tree has been shackled into place. Number 6. Juggernaut. At 460 feet high, Juggernaut, also called Grogan's Fault and Spartan, is the tallest known single-stem coast redwood and the 9th largest tree in the world. It is located in California's Jebediah Smith Redwood State Park. Amazingly, it wasn't found until 2014 following a determined effort by the California State Parks Foundation to map every tree within its jurisdiction. To do this, they used an aircraft equipped with LiDAR sensors that flew over the parks, scanning the terrain below by recording 85,000 points every second. Juggernaut was discovered to have an estimated volume of 4,158 square feet and a breadth of 27.37 feet, in addition to its tremendous height some years before it was officially measured. Number 5. Yellow Meranti. Meranti and yellow researchers have been using aerial scanning techniques to find larger and larger trees. During surveys of dense forests in the Malaysian state of Sabah on the island of Borneo, they have been focusing on a specific species of tree, called the yellow Meranti, and in recent years, the record for the tallest has jumped from 288 feet to 308.7 feet in 2016, and then in 2019, they found a new specimen that is a whopping 330.7 feet tall, making it by far the highest known tropical tree in the world. It is believed to weigh more than a Boeing 737 during takeoff. And that's without accounting for its roots. This new discovery has been named Menara, which is the Malay word for tower, which seems appropriate given that it would stretch farther than a football pitch if laid out horizontally. All of the new monsters have been discovered growing in the Denham Valley Conservation Area, one of Southeast Asia's best protected rainforest regions. In addition to safeguarding the plants, it serves as a crucial home for threatened species like forest elephants and orangutans due to widespread deforestation, where the wood is frequently used to create molds for pouring concrete. Yellow Meranti trees are also thought to be endangered, much like the animals. As a result, research in the area are closely regulated to avoid an excessive number of individuals from accessing and considering the potential for natural resources to be stolen. Researchers have limited means of conducting surveys. It is believed that there may be many more trees, possibly even more yellow Meranti trees, that are significantly taller than Menara, but it may take some time before we are certain. Number 4. Tennessee Treehouse. There are some amazing structures all over the world, but for a very long time the tallest tree with a house inside could be found in Crossfield, Tennessee, and it was an amazing structure. When some people see a strong, tall tree, the first thing they think of is that it's ideal for building a tree house. In Horace Burgess, a local, took more than 11 years to create the 10-story house, which was 10,000 square feet in size and dwarfed the 80-foot-tall white oak tree. It was built around. Inside, the house contained everything one could possibly need, and a ton more. The building had a basketball court, spiral staircases, hallways, balconies, and innumerable rooms. 6 more trees in the area were added for support, and the Burgess constructed a chapel inside, which he performed 23 wedding ceremonies. It's incredible that all of this was built for just $12,000. With the majority of the materials taken from dumpsters, 258,000 nails were needed to keep everything together. And the treehouse quickly gained popularity as a tourist destination. Sadly, though, it wasn't meant to last, as it had to close to the public in 2012 due to violations of building codes, and in October 2019, a fire at the well-known Minister's Treehouse off Beehive Lane in Crossville destroyed it completely in 15 minutes. At the time, there was no electricity on the property, and there were no storms in the area. The cause of the fire was initially thought to be suspicious, but no investigations have been done to date to determine the truth. Number 3. Rainbow Eucalyptus. The rainbow eucalyptus is one of the most beautiful trees in terms of appearance, native to the Philippines, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. It can grow to surprising heights under the right circumstances due to its unique appearance. It has been exported throughout the world and is currently grown in a variety of environments because of the way they grow. Their trunks are coated in vivid colors. They may grow to a height of 250 feet and a trunk diameter of up to 100 inches. And they do so in a comparatively short amount of time. The rainbow eucalyptus is one of the most beautiful trees in terms of appearance, native to the Philippines, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. It can grow to surprising heights under the right circumstances due to its unique appearance. It has been exported throughout the world and is currently grown in a variety of environments because of the way they grow. Their trunks are coated in vivid colors. They may grow to a height of 250 feet and a trunk diameter of up to 100 inches, and they do so in a comparatively short amount of time. Number 2. Sumaumeira. There are an estimated 390 billion trees, from as many as 16,000 different species in the Amazon rainforest, which is well known for its rich biodiversity. However, due to the climate in which they grow, very few of these species reach the heights of species found elsewhere in the world. The Sumaumeira, a species of kapok tree, is the exception to this rule. It is the highest species in the rainforest, growing to an average height of 200 feet, though there are likely specimens that reach much higher. The current record stands at 250 feet. This species is incredibly fast-growing, raising tens of feet per year, which implies that we can be blind to the fact that a tree that appeared to be of average size a few years ago might suddenly be the tallest in the rainforest, one of the most easily recognized tree species in the Amazon basin. Their trunks have a diameter of about 10 feet. They typically grow on the floodplains of the rivers because, in order to continue growing, they require enormous amounts of water and nutrients. But their roots also extend above ground to provide protection from the floodwaters of the wet season. These roots can reach as high as 50 feet. The mainframe because of their prominence in the rainforest. Each tree yields hundreds of fluffy fiber and seed pods, which have become an essential component of regional customs and mythology. Tribes use the fluff from the trees to make blowgun darts. And because the trees are home to so many different species of animals, they are frequently the beginning point of hunts. Because these trees are so important to the ecosystem, the Mayans considered them to be sacred, and they are mentioned in writings and carvings all over the area. Number 1. Hyperion. The giant redwoods of California are among the tallest trees in the world in certain respects. There are many of these trees throughout the state, but one stands out above the others. It is called Hyperion, and it was discovered in 2006. Measurements and verification have shown that it is 379.1 feet tall. It is located in a remote area of a Redwood National and State Park, but its exact location and other details have been kept under wraps out of concern that disclosing them would encourage people to visit and possibly cause damage. With up to 18,600 cubic feet of wood inside, it is estimated to be between 600 and 800 years old. However, it is unlikely to hold its record for very long because there is evidence that woodpecker activity during its peak has prevented it from growing any further. Additionally, with so many other trees vying for its crown, it is only a matter of time until another giant tree is discovered that will take the title. This is it for today's video. Let us know in the comment section down below which tree you were surprised from. And if you like the video, do give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe our channel. Thank you.